Hello everyone and welcome back. This is going to be a little bit of a playtime video, but I'm probably not going to call it playtime anymore. I'm probably just going to do a shop my stash because I'm shopping my stash. Not that I'm not buying any makeup and don't have new makeup to try. It's just this was a look I had in my head. I did a face chart of the look. Obviously the colours come out different on paper than they do on my face. The lip is a bit deeper than I anticipated originally, but I love it with this look now that I have it on. I think it's very cool. I'll go into detail about how I came up with the look. I will go into why I picked the colours and all that kind of stuff, and it's just fun playing with products that I actually have. Playing with products that I have already, that I have probably used already, but trying to think of new ways to use them because I've definitely used a lot of these products already. It's fun. Like, imagine you only had one little eyeshadow palette. You had a 9-pan palette. Not that I use a 9-pan palette, but say you did. How many looks can you create with that palette? That is something I would like to see. I love that idea that, like, say, okay, so this is my little colour palette that I use right now. Say this was full with 9 colours. How many looks could you create with it? That's, for me, the best part of makeup. It's the challenge of trying to come up with it all together, and I think it's so fun. What makes it fun for me to do makeup is thinking of how many ways I can come up with different looks using the one colour scheme. That's why I love my two or three looks, one palettes and that kind of thing, and I love watching those videos. So yeah, I just think it's fun dipping into your makeup, using products you forget you had. This lipstick, I didn't know how beautiful this lipstick was because I don't even know if I've ever actually worn it yet, and that's it, like, atrocious. So yeah, I think that is it for an intro for this video without me rambling anymore. So let's get on. Oh, actually, sorry, no, I have more ramble to do, excuse me. If you want to see up close pictures of this look, my Instagram is linked down below. Go give it a follow. Pictures always go up sometime after the video, so stay tuned for that. Also, hit subscribe down below. Please, please, please help me get to 2,000 subscribers if you can, because I would love that. I would love to be at 2,000 subscribers by the new year. I think that would be like the best new year for me. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. So let's actually, before I continue rambling anymore, I don't think I have anything else I need to say, let's get on to the actual video. Okay guys, so let's get into the makeup look. Anything that I already have on my face, I've got my foundation, concealer, brows, and my eyeshadow primer, a bit of lip balm on as well. I will have it linked down below, or listed down below, so you can see what I actually have on my face, but that's all I have on right now. We're gonna go straight into shadows. So I've made up a little colour palette using Colourpop and some Makeup Geek eyeshadows, 2 Makeup Geek eyeshadows and 4 Colourpops. This is my little colour scheme I'm going for. It's kind of autumnal. It's gonna be mostly like this kind of khaki, foresty green, a little bit of this just to deepen it, but it's mostly going to be this green. And then these are going to be my crease shades. I'm going to do a bit of the Magic Act from Makeup Geek on the inner corner as a highlight, but the fun part is really going to be like the kind of silvery, like antique gold sort of pewter kind of colour liner that I'm going to do into the crease. So that's the idea. I just want to play with makeup. I just have this idea in my head and I want to play with it. So let's get into it. So let me grab some brushes. Actually, I forgot to grab those. Okay, so we are going to start with this shade here. This is Made to Last from Colourpop. It's just like a kind of neutral rosy brown kind of colour, and we're going to pop that into the crease. This is a BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 5 brush, and it's just quite a big fluffy blending brush, and he's just going to go in the crease. It's going to be quite a normal smoky eye, and then the colours are going to be like the more interesting part, and also the glittery liner. I'm gonna just zoom in just a smidge. There's a fly on my light right there. It's really annoying me. If you see him go by, I do apologize. He's annoying me and I don't want to kill him. Really don't, but he's in my way. So this is just gonna go on the outer corner and then bringing this into the crease. This is gonna be the kind of main crease color. I'm only gonna use that darker kind of plummier color to deepen a little bit more. Oh my god, go away. Seriously? Really? Really, go away. Go away. Go away. Thank you. So I kind of just want to do a bit of a, I wouldn't even say shop my stash. I mean, all my tutorials are kind of shop my stash, apart from like if I'm particularly focusing on certain products or anything like that. But I feel like I mostly do shop my stash. I always change up my makeup products as much as I can. So this is kind of no different. You can see that colour actually builds up really well. Nice and deep. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of play with it. I feel like I've been doing a lot of tutorials that are mostly to do with like palettes or 3 looks 1 palette or first impressions, palette bingos, my colour series, that kind of thing. This, I just wanted to kind of play with makeup, do a nice, hopefully an autumnal sort of style look, because it is that time of the year after all, we might as well. And yeah, I love autumn makeup. I think it's really pretty. I think you can do a lot with it. Okay, I'm already loving how that colour looks. I think it's a very beautiful colour. So what I'm going to do now is go down in size of brush. This is the number 6 brush, so this is the first brush that I used. This one here, and then this is the next one I'm going to use. So this one is just a little bit smaller, and we're going to go into the shade Get Out. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, this one here. I'll have everything listed down below anyway so you can see. But he is just going to go a little bit. I don't want this to be the kind of colour. I mostly want it to be like this colour that's in the crease, but this is just going to be there to help along a little bit. Because green and kind of pink are quite contrasting, I don't want it to be pink. I kind of want it to be on the more neutral side, but just with that little hint of pink, just so that there is that little bit of contrast. So just a small little bit into the crease. Because it will be, you'll find it hard to blend if the pink is too prominent. So once we have that on, I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the Made to Last shade, the first shade, on my big fluffy brush. And just use that to soften that all out and bring back that first colour a little bit more. And I'm blending it up very high because I like that kind of look on my eye. You don't have to bring it up this high, you can just do a little bit in the crease. I don't mind it, and I am going to use a nude shade to highlight my brow bone anyway, so I want the colour up nice and high, nice and blown out and smoky. I'm a dramatic kind of person when it comes to my eyes, I'm not a soft kind of person. Then we're going to go into a number 8 brush from that same rose gold set. It's just like a flat, quite dense sort of brush, and we're going to go into the shade Team Captain, which is that khaki green, and he is going to be pressed all over the lid. Just press it on, don't worry about blending, we're just going to press it on. So this is just going to go on to the lid. Don't worry about where it meets the colours in the crease just yet. I'm only just want to get this super opaque, and this is pretty much an all matte look bar the liner, so I think it'll be quite nice. And I'm bringing this kind of right out to the edge of my eye out here, because again I want this to be your classic kind of smoky eye, not like a darker crease and a lighter lid. We're going dark lid and blow it all the way out. Okay, and then with that smaller blending brush, the one that we use with the Get Out shade, the second colour, I'm going to use that brush clean, well I mean with whatever's left on it, and we're going to use that to blend the green into the shades in the crease. Now a lot of people like it just happens anyway, and when you blend contrasting colours like pink and green, like blue and orange, they go muddy and kind of murky looking on the eye, and I don't really mind it for this look because I am kind of going for that sort of murky aesthetic sort of vibe. I don't really know, it's the kind of vibe I quite like when it comes to these sort of colours and this time of year. If you're losing colour anywhere on the lid, don't worry, you can always go back in and add more, but we just want to get that nice blend. And then just add a bit more of the green. It's mostly just when you're blending you'll kind of lose the colour a little bit because you're almost dusting it away. It's quite dark and I like it. I might not even need that other green shade. I think I might be happy enough with how that looks on the lid. It's really nice, and I think once we do the lower lash line now it's going to look really cool. Looks weird at the minute, but I'm liking it. It's the grungy autumn. What more could I want? Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. Why does my little heart keep going? It's going upside down. So I'm gonna take a number 10 brush, just like a little pointed pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. Going back in with Team Captain again. I'm just popping this along my lower lash line, all the way along pretty much. Kind of doing the same as what I have up here, so putting that really close to the lashes and then blowing it out with the other shades, but I'm starting with this first. And yeah, let's get this on. You can apply it as thick as you want to. I like mine thick, so yeah. How have you guys been finding, like, I don't know, like going back to, depends on how your country is, but like for us in Ireland it's like going back to somewhat of a normality. I wouldn't say it's normal, things have changed, but it's manageable, it's fine. I found it hard going back to work after being off so long and working around doing my YouTube with work, because I used to only do like one video a week, like 4 videos a month kind of thing, and then I started doing like a lot more. But I have found that I love doing this, so I just kept doing more and more and more, and I keep adding things to my list. If I didn't have the time off, I probably wouldn't do as many videos anyway, because I wouldn't have had the time to film that many. I would really only have 2 days a week that I could actually film, if even. It depends on if I do a late shift, I can film before work. And yeah, like I have enough time to kind of do that and get into work and everything on time. And I only really can do that as well, even on a late shift, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday we do kind of theme days in work, and I have to wear certain things into work, like makeup wise, like certain lips, certain eyes, that kind of thing. Especially now with masks, it's all about the eyes. So yeah, it's been a hard transition for me, but it's been manageable. I can get around it. Well, yeah, start brush. Going back in with my number 6 brush, the smaller blending brush, and we're just going to use that to blow out the green. But yeah, I feel like it's a kind of flew in the 3 months that I had off, and also I feel like it's been so long since I've been back on work that I'm like not used to being back in. So like I felt like the night before going back to work, it was like the first day back in school, like in September, that I was getting bag ready, get my makeup ready, get my clothes ready, everything like that. Because I essentially had like a summer holidays because of the time of the year that I was off, which is haven't had in about 10 years, so yeah. Oh, I'm loving how this is looking now, especially with the lower lash line on. So I'm just kind of really going in and blowing that out. I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more of that green and just re-intensify it, just if you lost anything, because I want the green to be the focal point apart from the liner on top, but like I want the green to be the color, and the pinkier neutral shades is just there to blend it out and give it like an interesting sort of blend. And then once we have that on, we're going to go back into the first shade that we used, the Made to Last, on the biggest fluffy brush, and I'm just going to haze that around the edge just to give us that. I find this is a bit more warmth in it because it is that bit more neutral, and I want to kind of add that around the edge. I'm not even really blending out the green with this anymore, I'm just kind of softening out the very edge. I'm loving this. I'm surprised at how well this is turning out so far. Obviously the liner could change everything. It's a scary kind of liner. It's kind of a liner that's just stuck in the middle of somewhere, but hopefully it works out okay. I'm just taking a little dab of concealer again, just around here, because I kind of wiped a little bit of the concealer off when I was blending. Because I did blend down quite far, which I always love. I always love that look on my eyes. But I just want to keep it a bit brighter just in that area there. Okay, just to finish off with some shadows then, I'm going to do a little bit of brow bone highlight. I'm going to take the shade Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek. Just whatever is nuder than your skin, or lighter than your skin. Nuder than your skin? Lighter than your skin. And this just going to go right on this brow. I actually kind of bring it all the way around the whole area of the eye, just to give us a nice blend. It also kind of sets the edge of your makeup so it won't crease too much around there. I don't set my under eyes, but I put a bit of shadow around the actual shadow that's already there to set that area. Not really my under eye concealer, I don't like that. Like down here is not set or anything like that. It's just around the edges. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. It makes sense to me anyway. In my head it works. You'll notice when I do like especially Halloween looks, and I do like super big like eyeshadow that like goes from here to here almost, especially this year, most of my kind of costume looks have that sort of look to them, where it's super heavy eyes, like really big, blown right down all the way out. And I say it actually looks kind of normal because I do tend to blend my eyeshadow down that far. you can kind of see now, and this is, I would probably even go further than this, yeah. So this is what I mean when I say that. So now what we're going to do is take a small brush. Let me get one. Ooh, I can't reach. This is a Charles Fox little lip brush sort of style thing. I'm going to use it for the eyes, and we're going to take the shade Magic Act from Makeup Geek. It's one of their foil shadows. It's stunning. It's like a quite a soft golden shade. It's quite light when it's actually on because the shine is so prominent on it, but I just think it'd be nice to go with these sort of look, and then it'll contrast a little bit with the liner. So he's just going to go on the inner corner. I may add some like highlighter, like my face highlighter on top of it to lighten it even more, but it'd be super shiny, which is lovely. Okay, what I think I'm going to do now is the liner on the... I'm nervous about it. I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I'm very nervous. I have two products that I'm not sure which one I want to use now. Do I want to use Silver? Bear with me a sec while I try to decide which colour I actually want to use. Okay, so I have done swatches of both, and I have decided on the kind of one that has a little bit more gold in it, because I think the other one might end up looking a bit too cool against everything else, because there is a little bit of warmth and kind of grunginess to the look. So I think this one I'm going to use. This is the Mama Mitchell and Beauty Bay eyeliner in the shade Metal, which is a kind of pewter gold with chunky sparkle bits in it. I don't know. It's nice. It's pretty. I like it. You can use it as an eyeshadow topper, which I've done before. I've used it on my inner corner, and I'm just going to do a line of this, kind of as if I was doing a half cut crease, but without the half cut crease because it's got a smoky eye on. So, wish me luck. I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually film because I may need to be like this close to my mirror. So yeah, let's just see how we get on. I like to do it with my eye mostly open. Just starting thin and get a general map out of where you want it to be, and you can always go over and fill it out a bit more, add more product. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I hope so. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, that's so pretty. It's like a little sparkly hairband for my eyeball. That's a really weird thing, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah, I like it. That's pretty. Only kind of went about halfway across my lid, so, or a little bit further than halfway across. So yeah. Now the really difficult part is doing the same on the other side and going this way instead. I'm loving it. I love it. I think it's so pretty. So what I'm going to do now is find a liner for my waterline. I don't think I'm going to do any liner on my upper lash line. I'm quite liking how just this is all super blown out. I'm trying to keep my eyes like low as much as I can so it'll dry properly. Yeah, I'll go find a liner. I'll put my mascara and all on, and then we can go back and do the cheeks together for once. Okay, so I have zoomed you guys out a little bit. I have popped on my eyes. I've got all my face brushes in my hand for some reason because I just grabbed them. Let me just quickly go through what I did actually use on my eyes. So I didn't do any liner on my upper lash line. Like I said, I actually mixed two Urban Decay pencils together. So I did a layer of NARS, which is like an emerald green, but it's a bit too emerald. Like I had a bit too much blue in it for this look. So I wanted to kind of murky it up a little bit, so I use Roach, which is more of a warm brown, has a bit of redness, so it'll kind of neutralize the green in it. And then I did another layer of this on top, so kind of layered it up on my waterline just to try and get something that kind of blends quite nice, and I think I did a fairly good job, if I do say so myself. I'm quite proud of that. My mascara then is my Benefit Bad Gal Bang, my little sample that I have here. I'm loving it. I think my lashes look fabulous with it on, but I did pop some false lashes on. And I used my Kiss Look So Natural Flirty lashes. I have a big multi-pack of them. They're like my favourite lashes. They're so comfy and super fluffy and wispy, but nice and full, but also don't take away from the look. So I love these. I would definitely buy more if I know where to get them. So when I run out or I'm on my last pair, I will probably buy more. So let's move on to some cheeks. I already have my cheek stuff picked out. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade In the Sun, and I'm taking that on a MAC, what are you, 137 brush, my favourite bronzer brush. I feel like it's been forever since I've actually done my cheeks on camera, which is kind of weird. I'm just kind of dusting this back on my cheek. If you want to see like proper techniques that I use for bronzer, blusher and highlighter. I have a how-to playlist which I will have either linked down below or up in the cards, and you can check that out if you want to see like a proper technique. But this is generally how I do it if you don't want to watch that video. A little bit up into my forehead, down my temple, just to give me a little bit of a bronze. Not, I don't want it to be like a bronzy look, but it just, I always find I like a bit of a warm skin when it comes to the autumnal kind of look, and I'm just taking a tiny little bit of that just over the sides of my nose. Then moving on to my blush for my cheeks, I'm going in with my MAC 168 brush. Yes, love this brush, one of my favourite blush brushes, and this is the NARS Dual Intensity Blush, and this is in the shade Fervor. I'm going to take the more deeper kind of one here, because I feel like this will go quite nice with the crease colours that I use. Just taking a little bit at a time. Very lightly just sweep that across the areas that I want my blush to be. This does have quite a bit of shimmer in it. And I'm pretty sure you can use this kind of formula wet as well. I do have the dual intensity eyeshadows and you can use those wet. So I'm going to assume you can use the blush wet. If you wanted to, I don't know why. I've never really needed to use a blush wet, apart from like a cream blush, but yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to use two highlighters. The first one that I'm going to use is my Kiko Milano Metal Fusion highlighting drops. This is in the shade 02 Sweet Dreams, which is kind of just like a champagne gold sort of colour. I do have one that's a bit more of an icy pink, but this is the kind of warmer one. I just put a little bit on my hand there. Just picking some up and popping it onto my cheeks with my finger. So now what I want to do is take some of my brand new, well, I have worn it once, Flexitarian Colourpop Super Shock Cheek, and I'm taking my Ingloff 4SS brush. It's just like a giant blending brush, like that size, and we're going to take some of that. I know a lot of people use these with like their fingers and stuff like that, but I want to try it with a brush, just see how it looks. Oh, he is really nice. Okay, and then for the lip, I'm not entirely sure if this is exactly the lip combo I want to go for yet, but it's something that I think might work, so let's try and see. I can always take it off and change it. I'm going to go in with my MAC Plum lip liner. It's kind of like a brown with a plum undertone to it, more so than a purple kind of colour. So we're just going to line the lips and probably fill the whole lip in. And I can't really talk when I do this, so I've kind of lined my lips and filled them in. Like, it does look deep because the eyes are so dark as well, so they kind of make each other look quite deep. I'm going to go in with the shade Ripe Berry from NYX. It's a mini lipstick and it's cute and I like the colour of it, so let's try it. I feel like it's not the exact colour of like the colours in the crease or anything like that, but it's the same kind of vibe, which I quite like. I kind of like it, and it's a very creamy, it's one of their butter lipsticks, so it's quite a creamy sort of look to it. I like it. Don't want to put a gloss on. Don't know actually. I might not put a gloss on, or I might put some gloss on after take some pictures and then take more pictures with the gloss on, and I can decide then. If I do a gloss, it'll probably just be clear. I'll link it down below, or list it down below if I do add one, but it won't be there if I don't add one, so you'll know if it's there or not. I will pop some pictures on my Instagram, so you can go and have a look at my Instagram to see the pictures if the gloss is there, and I do choose to go with the pictures of the gloss. I'm not sure. The gloss is going to be a big factor apparently, but it might not be either. So yeah, this is the finished look. Alright guys, so this is our finished look. Yeah, it's a bit more vampy than I thought it was going to be because of the lip obviously, and the eyes are actually a bit darker than I also thought they were going to be, but I love it. I don't hate it. I adore it. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I love just picking colours, or if I have an idea. I actually kind of got this idea from a dress I seen in a store, and it was basically this khaki green with the kind of rosy pink, like dusty rose sort of pink flowers on it, and I had like a silvery sort of thread through the dress or shirt. I can't remember what it was. It was a general pattern of a collection that was out, and I seen it and I was like, oh, that's a cute little colour scheme, so I did a face chart of it, and this is the look. So I got inspiration from very weird places, I don't know why, but yeah, this is the look. I really like it. I think it's very this time of year, if I do say so myself. It's very autumnal, it's very fall, it's very kind of warm and cozy sort of look to it. It's definitely like a fun kind of bit of a deeper, murkier kind of look, and I love a murky sort of look. So yeah, if you did like this look, then give me a big thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments, did you like the look? Do you have products like this at home that you can recreate it yourself? And if you can recreate it yourself at home, take pictures and tag me on Instagram. As I said, my Instagram is linked down below, so you can go give that a follow to see up close pictures of my face and the glitter and everything, because obviously the video you can't really see that up close, and also the thumbnail you can't really see that up close, but Instagram you can go and zoom in all you want. So go like it down below or follow it down below, and if you do, like I said, recreate it, do tag me. I would like to see if you tag me. And also hit subscribe down below to see more kind of fun things coming up. We have Halloween coming up very shortly and I'm so excited for it. I have to start editing those videos. I already have most of them pretty much done, I think, as far as I can remember. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's it, I think. Also, we have more colour series. I'm not sure exactly when my colour series is going up. My next one, I think it's purple. I'm not sure exactly when that's going up, but if you hit subscribe down below, it could be already be up, actually. Now that I think about it, it's probably already up. I'm not sure. I don't know anymore. So hit subscribe down below to see what is coming up. Oh, I know what's coming up after this video. My Lush Halloween haul, if I ever get it. If it comes into store and I buy it, oh my god, am I gonna buy that collection. I love my Lush Halloween collections. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.